Hi everyone, hope you well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for support, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. Thanks for the support across the channel here. The Telegram, the Patreon, everything, you know, thank you. And if you're not involved in Twitter, do head over to Twitter and start following us. We're posting constant updates on there. Yeah, it's great, and let's all evolve in this space together, okay? So, you know we've got our price predictions for Cardano, and you know that Cardano is holding really strong. We have broken out a key level of resistance, which I've shown you in a previous video, so it's looking relatively strong. There is a bit of a negative pattern forming on the daily time frame. Primarily, they are negative. They do have a tendency to break down. Okay, there are a reversal pattern. I will show you that in a moment, but hopefully we can break up here for Cardano. And there's another key level of resistance I'm going to show you. It's looking relatively healthy, okay? But I do want to see these two levels of resistance broken for continuation for Cardano. Because if we do, this where potentially you can hold that back test, hold support, and see the continuation from this next impulsive wave up here for Cardano, breaking this high and hopefully taking us to the $4.22 per token for Cardano, which would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? So right now, I'm going to dive into the daily time frame for Cardano and show you what I can see, okay? So with Cardano on the daily time frame, then you can see it's lovely. We've got kind of, it almost looks like a V-shaped recovery, doesn't it? We've broken out this multi-month level of resistance just here for Cardano. Okay, so like I've shown you in a previous chart, you've got this level of resistance which Cardano has been under. You see, hitting your head, hitting your head, hitting your head, hitting your head. Broken out, beautiful. Was that the reversal pattern and the reversal signal that we're looking for here for Cardano? Great, fantastic. But there's one key level of resistance which we do need to see broken for Cardano, okay, for continuation. And full transparency, it's this red line here, the daily 55 EMA. And right now you can see you got rejected off it yesterday. You've come up just a little bit and you're starting to get rejected again. So we do need to see the break here and back test for support for continuation to the upside, because there is a little bit of a bearish pattern forming here for Cardano, okay, and it's this. It's a rising wedge. Okay, now these rising wedges are primarily reversal patterns, okay? So do anticipate it's where it hits a level of support, it's a level of resistance, starts to get tighter. You know, if it breaks resistance, beautiful, you've got an upside target, which I will show you. And obviously, as you're fully aware, if you do start to roll and lose support, this is where you come back down to where you form the wedge. So do anticipate this for Cardano. It's a very crucial time for Cardano right now. So obviously you start to lose, you come down to where you formed it, and if you do start to break this level of resistance and you do start to see Cardano break the 55 daily EMA, this is where you could see a lovely upside for Cardano and continuation of the trend right here of around about 14% for Cardano, which would look absolutely amazing, because at that point, you look how tight the EMAs are right here, okay? You would potentially be forming that bullish cross for Cardano when you do that and come up to that level right there. So with that said, you could be looking at Cardano breaking out and coming up to $1.65, creating a bullish cross, holding above the daily 20 and 55 EMA, which would be absolutely golden for Cardano. If we can hold that support, back test and hold, create that bullish cross, you could be looking at this next wave for Cardano being formed, and this bit of a correction for Cardano here being very short-lived. I mean, look at this for a V-shaped recovery at the moment. Okay, it's looking good, it's looking golden. Okay, you've held support really well, but full transparency, okay, rising wedges are primarily reversal patterns. There's something like 68% chance of the reversal and 32% chance of the upside. Check chartpatternswizard.com out or something. I think that's the name of it. So yeah, I mean, it looks great, but you can see you run into resistance. So, you know, this could offer a fantastic short opportunity, because if you do start to roll over and lose this and hit your head and lose this level of resistance right here, you know, you've got a lovely short opportunity down there to $1.12, and potentially, you know, at that point you could fall further for Cardano. And like I've shown you on the weekly, on the 55 EMA that you've not touched for so long, that is a potential breakdown target if the market does roll. Okay, so it is all a big if, but this is why I give you resistance targets and support targets. Again, you know, it is relatively close. If you look at the pattern just there, you know, you've got this $1 sort of 45, 46 area just here of resistance. Again, it's the daily 55, which is currently standing at $1.44. You were toying within and out of that at the moment, and then obviously you've got your upper level of support just here, which is obviously ascending, so it's changing. But you know, if you do start to see Cardano roll over and sort of lose $1.38, then potentially you're going to fall out of this rising wedge, and you've got a fantastic short opportunity down there once it loses support. Do you see that? So yeah, I mean, you would be falling back under the resistance line right there, I would imagine, as well for Cardano. If we take a look at that, because it's great here for Cardano. You've actually, you know, resistance just there. You've got this multi-month of resistance just there since Cardano peaked in May and started to roll over. You've been under the cosh, but you've broken out just there, which is great. And then what happened was you broke out and you back tested it as support. Do you see that? And then you picked up, but you're running into the 55 at the moment on the daily. So it's really, really important that you do see yourself get through the 55, because if you do, okay, wow, fireworks, reversal. We're looking at that next wave up for Cardano, and all our future price predictions are, you know, up there, and we're looking to march on, aren't we? But obviously, if you do lose support, potentially this is where you could roll back down into this pattern, and this creates some kind of throwback pattern. See there, and then you come back down, you start hitting your head again, and you form a lower low, potentially coming lower to retest the weekly 55, which you've not tested for a very long time, and that would be a whopping correction right there for Cardano, wouldn't it? You know, from there to there would be huge. So do anticipate that. This is why I always show you the breakdown targets. Okay, so there's a lovely opportunity to go long, and there's a lovely opportunity to go short if you do lose support. So that's Cardano. Hope you enjoyed that update. Take care, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with another update on Cardano. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay tuned. Thank you once again for your support. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.